Hello, this is Fiona Tina coming to you today to say greetings of the season. Well, I have received some nice things. I have received this card from a friend, and this gift is a pretty blue stone, a necklace. You see the finger? And I have received from Lee Ann, Gen Mama 1955, this pretty card. Thank you so much, Leanne. Very kind of you. And what have I got? I have got lots of chocolates. Lots and lots of chocolates and things like that. And now I am going to read to you from my book. A little bit. It's a Wonderful Life. Instead of the usual, why can't we make movies more like real life? I think a more pertinent question is, why can't real life be more like the movies? Ernie Pyle. Some holiday traditions are sacred. In our house, one such tradition is the annual Christmas classic cinema celebration. Over the course of a week, as we hang stockings, wrap packages, and munch more popcorn than we string, we watch White Christmas, Holiday Inn, Christmas in Connecticut, The Bishop's Wife, Miracle on 34th Street, A Muppet Christmas Carol, and of course, It's a Wonderful Life, the fabulous three-hanky film fable starring James Stewart and Donna Reed. After nearly 50 holiday seasons, its potent alchemy of idealism and irony still conjures up movie magic. In 1946, Frank Capra had no idea his sentimental small-town fantasy would become a seasonal favorite for the ages. In its own icky, bittersweet way, it's terribly effective, the New Yorker begrudgingly conceded. It's Christmas Eve, the night of miracles, and George Bailey certainly needs one. After a lifetime of saving the lives of others, he's giving up on his own. He's broke, disgraced, facing prison, and in despair over a savings and loan shortage that is truly not his fault. After angrily wishing he'd never been born, he's about to jump off a bridge when he's rescued by his guardian angel, who temporarily grants his wish by showing him what the world would have been like without his authentic contribution. George believes he's never had a lucky break, but when he steps back to reconsider his choices, he realizes they were the right ones. He's also a rich man. He has a loving and supportive wife, healthy children, work that makes a difference, and more friends than his house could even hold at one time. Quite frankly, it's a wonderful life he was about to throw away. We can discover just how wonderful all our lives are, exactly as they are right at this moment, by doing what George did without the bridge scene. We can step back and take another look at our lives and the lives we've touched. One of the unexpected blessings of writing this book is that I've gone back over the ordinary moments of my life, mining them for meaning. Writing a meditation around an encounter, mistake, regret, or conversation is very revealing, even more so than is keeping a journal. Every day in the 2 years it has taken me to write Simple Abundance, I've had a topic to muse upon, usually a title, often a quote, but always a blank page. Most of the time I find out what I was writing about only after I was well into it. And what I've discovered, as you can, is that I've enjoyed a wonderful life. That knowledge has resonated deep within me, and I'm truly grateful. Obviously, there are many things I wish I hadn't done, or crises I brought upon myself. But now I see that every experience is a loving teacher. Next year, I want you to seriously consider writing your own authentic meditations. Start slowly. Only write one every week or every month. Search for the sacred in the ordinary, and you'll find it. Nothing in your life is too insignificant to be a source of inspiration. As you begin to write your own meditations regularly, you'll be amazed at how much you start remembering or recognizing. The English poet Cecil Day Lewis confides, "We do not write in order to be understood. We write in order to understand." If you start writing your own authentic meditations, what you'll remember, recognize, and understand is that it's a wonderful life. Here is all I've counted splendid. Write it down when I have perished. Here is everything I've cherished. That these walls should glow with beauty spurred my lagging soul to duty. That there should be gladness here kept me toiling year by year. Every thought and every act were to keep this home intact. Edgar A. Guest. Tonight is my favorite night of the year. In this quiet moment, simple abundance is not a philosophy but reality perfected. My heart is full of gratitude. Striving for simplicity in our holiday obligations has preserved my sanity. Order has kept all the moving parts moving. A sense of harmony has emerged because I finally stopped long enough to balance work and family, at least for the holidays. Beauty surrounds me in the festive decorations throughout the house, now illuminated and intensified with the glow of candles and a cozy fire. And joy, the child of laughter and contentment, has arrived, the guest of honor at our festive family feast. After dinner, after we have each opened just one gift and other members of the household are snug in their beds, it's time for my own private Christmas ritual. The preparation of a nativity tray, an English medieval custom that never fails to bring the true meaning of this special night into sharp focus. Legend has it that on the night of the Nativity, whosoever ventures out into great snows, bearing a succulent bone for a lost and lamenting hound, a wisp of hay for a shivering horse, a warm cloak for a stranded wayfarer, a garland of bright berries for one who has worn chains, a dish of crumbs for all huddled birds who thought their song was dead, and sweetmeats for little children who peer from lonely windows. Whoever prepares this simply abundant tray shall be proffered and return gift of such an astonishment as will rival the hues of the peacock and the harmonies of heaven. So I quietly take down from the top of the cupboard a huge willow tray, line it with cloth, and place on it a juicy bone from our standing rib roast dinner, a bowl of cat food, hay from the bale I used for autumn decorations, a warm coat someone has outgrown or grown tired of, a string of cranberries, a dish of fresh breadcrumbs and sunflower seeds, and a plate of sugar plums. Quietly, I sneak out the door and bring it down to the top of the stone wall in front of our house near the street. Sometimes there's snow, sometimes there's not, but it's always cold. I look up to find a bright star. Is it the star? It is to my eyes. I'm freezing. Now it's impossible on this holy night not to think of the homeless as I settle the tray into a drifter dirt. 2,000 years ago, another homeless family depended on a stranger's charity. They didn't find any until an ordinary, harried, exhausted woman stopped long enough to feel her heart tug. Mine now tugs with guilt that a basket and presents were dropped off earlier this afternoon to a shelter solves the sting a bit, but I'm disappointed and saddened that I don't do more. I will next year, I promise. Sometimes I keep those well-intentioned promises. Sometimes real life distracts me from real life. I don't do enough, and both Spirit and I know it. I started praying the nativity tray because an almost palpable mysticism seemed to surround the legend. I was also very interested in the promise of astonishing gifts to rival the harmonies of heaven. Every year when I go out on Christmas morning to collect the tray, many of the offerings are gone. One year, even the coat. For all I know, I'm the squirrel Santa Claus. But it does give me happy pause, wondering whose Christmas dreams came true. And the astonishing gifts to rival heaven, everywhere I look. But the best one that now I can truly see them. Christmas. If, as Herod, we fill our lives with things, and again with things, if we consider ourselves so unimportant that we must fill every moment of our lives with action, when will we have the time to make the long, slow journey across the desert as did the Magi, or sit and watch the star as did the shepherds, or brood over the coming of the child as did Mary? For each one of us there is a desert to travel, a star to discover, and a being within ourselves to bring to life. Author unknown. So that's my Christmas reading. Goodbye, everyone.